you have a homework for us? All right,
We are.
looks like
He is here. Whether he has a homework, we are here.
he's coming up with it real quick. Hi, Geshe
All
Michael.
right.
How are you?
Oh, hi. I'm fine. Good.
Good, good, good.
I
Glad
get
to
a
see.
day off tomorrow, I think. I'm not sure. Somebody
Mm,
said that.
congratulations.
Okay. We're gonna how do we switch to you?
I'm gonna just.
We're gonna switch to Tim's screen, I think.
Sounds good.
Tim's gonna scream. No,
Okay.
screen.
Congrats on finishing another academic session of the Sedona College, Geshe Michael.
I'm not finished yet.
After this class, after another
Yeah,
hour.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go. Yay.
Okay. So in the last class, we got into the section of the debate where, after months of having all the wrong positions, we finally get a presentation of the correct positions. Well, the positions that we accept, which I guess are
Usually
usually correct.
correct.
Could be correct. In the beginning of this Ron Luke section, we get the definition of what is considered the speech of the Buddha. What is that definition? And what are the three divisions of that definition?
The class members are jumping up and down.
Is it this
Anxious.
like it is any word of the Buddha that has been said for the benefit or self-improvement of the student?
That's half of the definition.
Uh-oh.
Well,
He said any word of the
yeah, you said any word of the Buddha, but you have to be more specific.
Words.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And Pakpasange, as Utpala just mentioned. Well,
Right. So it's spoken by a realized Buddha, like an Arya Buddha, not an
Yeah.
Arya Bodhisattva.
yeah.
And
still in our
you're still an Arya
It's-
Bodhisattva.
yeah.
And
But it's not, the other half is
and-
not that it has to be said for the benefit of the student.
right. Well, it removes the negative tendencies of students, removes or helps them become better people.
Mhm.
And what were the three divisions, Dinar? Okay, so when you say spoken by the Buddha, what does that mean? Can you be more specific?
And as opposed to holy ventriloquism.
Yeah. It was
so-
either spoken directly, permitted, or influenced by the Buddha.
Right. Well, I want you guys to. I'm focusing on the first one now. And the first one, you said spoken by the Buddha directly. Can we be more specific what that
Oh
means?
yeah. Either by his body, by his speech, or by his mind.
Nope. You're too far along. I'd like. You're correct, sort of, but not quite. Where does it, when they're speaking, where does the speech come from, or what? Yes, the mouth. Yes. Thank you.
His holy mouthful.
I want to try.
No, but seriously, that's what it says. It's from
Yes.
the holy. Okay. All right.
You know what they speak?
Yeah. So you're right. They're spoken from their own lips.
Okay.
It's permitted by the Buddha to be added to the sutra by a non-Buddha, and something which occurs through the blessing of a Buddha. All right, cool. Number 2, when we describe speech which is permitted by the Buddha to be added to the sutra by a non-Buddha, what is the main example that is used to exemplify this type of speech?
Once I heard said,
Yeah. Once I hear
Right. And how is that? Can you give a little bit more detail of why that is? Right. And then the rest, what follows is
the Buddha's own
correct.
from his
Right.
mouth.
And not from his nose or his mind or his. Well, the reason we're making the distinction is because in the third one, the ones that are blessing, there's three types of ways that the Buddha can bless. And what are those three types?
Oh,
The
Just
three
a
ways-
reminder, Tim, that we cannot
yeah.
hear what people are saying in the room.
They can't hear what you guys say.
Okay. Yes, so they can bless through their body, they can bless physically, they can bless through their speech, and they can bless through their heart, through their mind. Okay, I'm not sure why you guys can't hear in the room, but we will turn that up. Okay, cool. But that's not the third question.
Uh-oh.
And then at the end of this section, we receive the definition of a classical commentary. What is that definition? And what are the two primary types of classical commentaries?
Buddhist and non-Buddhist?
Those are the two types. Stanley said Buddhists and non-Buddhists are the two types.
And the definition is a commentary spoken by a suffering being or human being, a non-Buddha, which is commenting on any of the Buddhist schools.
Close. You're very close, one, but not quite.
But no cigar.
It was half a cigar. So it's composed by a semchen, right?
Yeah.
A suffering living being. And then what was the second part, Juan? You said, and puts forth what?
It puts forth, it's commenting on the word of the Buddha, but it also says that it's commenting on any of the many different Buddhist schools.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be Buddhism. It's just basically the definition is someone who's composed it as someone who's still in the suffering world and who expresses a school of thought is what we mean by classical commentary. And then there's two types, the non-Buddhist, Buddhist type.
Okay.
All right. I would say so, yes.
Yeah.
What was
It would be,
said?
it would be a non-Buddhist commentary. Yeah, so we're having a problem with the microphone here.
Oh, we never hear it. It's not a problem with a microphone. It's never heard. By
Oh, it's
online-
never heard?
No.
Is it not plugged into the?
Oh,
It says Yeni.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's a specialized microphone. It's only to go.
Well, no, it's set up for the room too. Something with Zoom's doing it. All right, we'll fix that later. All right, Semchen,
So repeat the answer or the question.
what was the question again? Is it
How they change.
Stanley asked if Tao Te Ching is a
Classical.
classical commentary, and the answer was
it's a non
Said,
it's a
yeah.
non-Buddhist one.
non-Buddhist classical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Semchen.
Living, suffering.
Yes, we got that one. And I couldn't find a hard one, so maybe I gave this one. So what are the honorifics of Lu Nakensem?
Usung Suk?
Kusung tuk ten.
Or Kukatok.
Yeah.
Right? Or is,
Yeah, it's okay.
all right. Well, we'll just change that to thing.
GSUNG.
Yeah.
No,
All
S.
right.
No.
No S?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then Stanley for $50.
Oh, wow. Real money.
Classical. Nay is.
Nay means barley.
Oh man, you lost it. And no one else can get this one for $50.
What?
$100.
From the
The
Holy Lip.
holy mouthful.
Hey, what is it?
Words.
From
The holy lips.
Holy
Okay.
lips.
Oh, yeah, you didn't even get your own.
Holy lipsy.
all right, cool guys, thank you.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Let's do some practice translations. All right. So before we go here, we probably need to review where we were.
Let's just look at these two. These are two sentences from last time. Yeah, classical speech in the Buddha can either be a commentary on what the Buddha meant in a general sense. Yeah, or the general teachings of the Buddha. Or this so here means a specific teaching of the Buddha, like one that he gave in a certain location, certain place, certain time. Okay. And then an example of the second would be.
So as example of the first one is in the general.
Yeah.
Right. Would be the Semanderun.
Yeah. I think some classical commentary would be the 7 books on Pramana. With the sutra.
With the sutra?
Yeah, which means Pramana Samuchaya of Dharmakirti. Sorry, of Dignaga. This sutra means Pramana Sutra, which is not a sutra. It's a I don't know why he put it here. It's causing trouble. The original big book by Dignaga that he wrote on the side of the cave is called the Sutra on Pramana, but it was not spoken by him.
But we're talking about a commentary anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he says here the 7 commentaries along with the original sutra, and it doesn't mean the original sutra. It means the Pramana Sutra, which is not a sutra. It's like the Vinaya Sutra.
So it's saying that the seven books of Dharmakirti and Dignaga's sutra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which they are supposedly a commentary to. Okay, yeah, it's not a sutra. It's like the Vinaya Sutra or the Kama Sutra.
All right, cool. All right, so Lindsay, would you like to read?
Yay, Lindsay. Dun, 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 dun. Wait.
Where this one? Okay.
Nipalan Korlo Tangpoi Ke Gong Grau Korlo Ni Pe Ke Gong Drao Korlo Sum Pe Ke Gong Drao Tong Su.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Nipala, the second type of classical Dharma, when you give the detail. Now the one to a particular teaching, right?
Right.
Has 3 divisions. Classical commentary on the first 3. Yeah, okay. You got if it's me, I would try to catch the word ka. The word of the Buddha himself during the first turning. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Something like that. Okay. Everything else is fine. Yeah. Right. And we had this fascinating definition of the 3 turnings of the wheel just today, an hour ago.
Refining the student.
By Udpala. Yeah, refining the student with acid and rough cloth.
Brillo pads.
Lighter and lighter.
Yeah. No. Okay. Next time.
I thought that was pretty cool how we had that just the last class.
Yeah.
Came up here.
It's almost as if it were on purpose. Yeah. Next one.
De re long pa wei cha so war draw wat tong should pay cha so war draw wei sen 10
Yeah, okay. So each of the great commentaries upon each of the 3 turnings of the wheel can separately be divided into the types which mainly treat tawa.
The viewpoint of that wheel. That turn.
No, this tawa means the view of emptiness in general. Okay.
Okay.
And it often refers to the last 2 of the 6 perfections. Okay.
So in this case, it would be a classical commentary, the view of emptiness and that
Yeah.
regular turning of the
And meditation, yeah.
meditation. Okay.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then the chupa here is as opposed to Thoa, which means basically the first 3.5, what?
Perfections.
Perfections, yeah.
Well, that wasn't obvious. That's why we need someone who's
Yeah, that's all, that's all.
Okay.
So basically, these great commentaries can talk about emptiness, or they can talk about good behavior, not getting angry, stuff like that.
So in
Okay.
this case, practices wasn't a bad translation. It just doesn't include what it actually means.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
The third one, Lindsay.
Hold on, who's going to read? Sorry.
Katang chanche
Tension.
tenche ni gelwa yente ka sumpa posang ge hakpa
Papa.
hak pa. Okay, thank you. Pangde zinpe dul ways
Doje.
J Sam can
Chen. Sen Chen.
Sam Chan ni gal Waiche.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Turns final position is that the speech of the Buddha and the classical commentary on the speech of the Buddha are actually Gelwa.
Are mutually exclusive.
Yeah, mutually exclusive. Nothing can be both. Okay. The speech of the Buddha. Yeah. The speech is, yeah. The speech of the Buddha is composed by.
Why do we have a... Someone's microphone in the room is on.
Maybe yours. Hello? Okay. Turn off one of those.
There we go. Let's try again.
Okay.
How's it now?
Hello.
Set up the right mic.
We got it now. We got it figured out. Okay.
Okay. So no one thing can be both the word of the Buddha and the commentary, classical commentary, because they are contradictory. Why? Because the authors are contradictory. The composer of one, it has to be an Arya who is also enlightened, Sangha Papa, Arya Sangha, Arya Buddha. Okay, and the composer of the second one has to be written by a sentient, suffering being who is holding that. He just said they, which means ka.
Is holding the speech.
Yeah, which is right, basically writing a commentary on that speech. Okay, and those two people are contradictory. No one being can be both. Okay.
Mhm.
Either you're enlightened or you ain't enlightened. That's the only two choices. Okay. Okay. Therefore, word of the Buddha and the classical commentary are contradictory because nothing can be both because
Can't be suffering and enlightened.
no, the authors are different. It cannot be both. No author can be both.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which means the Buddha cannot write a sutra
Commentary.
called "What I Really Meant," right?
Well, not a commentary.
Yeah.
All right, trick question. All right. I need it. Can you give me some tissue paper? I lost my. Oh, here.
Oh,
We go.
yeah.
Okay, boogie touch it. All right. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready to delve into parching. Okay. Who's gonna read, Tim?
Chloe.
Gotta come up here. Dun, 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 dun. How do I turn this thing on? I don't know. Okay. There she is.
Sumpa Topa Hongwala Hachip Long Kui Yola Dua Long Te Ki Yupartel
Yamata.
Dangye Hakpe Yola Ten Chen
And
Tentra Gong
Nun.
Ongun Hakpok Yen Yupatir.
Nice.
Okay. Supapoma. What's that?
It's the
The
third
outro.
part of it.
It's a different-
Refuting the debates.
Daddy, what are you doing?
and defend his positions. Actually, he doesn't defend his position, he criticizes our position. Okay, and here we go. I love this system where the other guy gets to come back and argue against us. Okay, let's go.
Is this is an area.
Sorry, yeah. Maybe I am allergic to this line. We better pay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Got you. Longku Gyuna. What's a longku? Yeah,
Body.
the body that a Buddha has in their own Buddha paradise. Okay, one of the 3 or 4 bodies.
Depends how you
Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. There's classically 2 or 3 or 4 presentations. Okay. So I think that there must be in the mind of a Buddha in paradise the 4 classical original works of Vinaya. Okay, they're called Dualungdeshi. Okay, the body of 4 classical Vinaya scriptures, the original scriptures of Vinaya. Okay, are they in the Tengu or the Kangyur?
And
Well, here's the definition of the 4, like Lung Nam Je Lung Shi Lung Shua. So what we can do if you really want to know, we could go to let's see. I don't want to do that, right? I want to do this one maybe. Okay. We could go to the database and see. Okay. So here's the Dulwa. Here the classical works of the Dulwa. Okay. Vinaya Vastu. Okay. Vinaya Vastu Volume 2. Vinaya Vastu Volume 3. Volume 4. And then other Vinaya work. Okay. Patimoksha Sutra, Vinaya Vibhanga. Okay.
for some reason it's not sharing.
We don't see that, Geshe.
Okay. Anyway, let's say I think he's referring to the tenure. Okay, let's go see. I'm gonna check.
Geshe,
Yeah.
FYI, we covered this in Xiaoping's book like 3 years ago. You might have a footnote on it somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if it's in the Kangyur or the tenure.
I feel like it's Kangir.
It's the 4 great works of Vinaya. Let's say, okay.
What to stop sharing and reshare.
We could call it. Let's say Kangyur. Okay. Okay. So he says the 4 great books on teachings on Vinaya must be in the mind. Do they exist in the mind of a Buddha in paradise? Okay.
And these are the Kachiks.
Yeah, he says they must. Those 4 great Vinaya texts must exist in the mind of a Buddha in paradise because Sangye Papa Gyula, in the mind of a Arya who's enlightened, there exists the Shastra, Abhisama Alankara. Okay, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
Does the Abhisama Alankara, which is in the Tengyur, which is in the collection of Genshas, Shastras, does it exist in the mind of a Buddha, of an Arya who is enlightened?
Yeah.
There's a debate about it. Okay. Where did it come from?
Me.
Yeah, no. I mean, Sangha went to The dog took him to heaven. Right? So it must be there, right? If he got it from there, he brought it back, right? Okay. He says, things that the Buddha taught on this planet must exist in the Buddhist mind, in his own paradise, in his headquarters body, not his emanation body. Okay, why? Well, didn't a Sangha go to heaven to get the book from Maitreya? Okay, all right, got it? Okay. Then we say, okay, that sounds reasonable. The original teachings on Vinaya do exist in the mind of a Buddha in paradise. Yes, we agree. Because the Abhisamankara, for example, existed in Maitreya's mind in his paradise. Otherwise, he could not have given it to a Sangha to bring back to us. Okay, got it? Who's going to read next, Uncle Tim?
Anastasia, please.
By the way, there's a problem with saying that it's in the mind of a Buddha in their paradise. Okay. Well, there's another problem, but we'll get to it. Okay, who's going to read?
Dona Lonku Kyuki Dowa Lunde Shipo Chu Chen Koki Chedu Chawe Du Cha Demen Giri Chen Yod Partal
Yavata.
Yodao Yodu Mangi Doin Beecher.
Good, nice, very good reading. Okay. Dena, if you agree that those 4 Vinaya books are in the mind of a Buddha in paradise, okay, if you agree.
And now this is us referring back to okay.
Hang on.
This is everything Kachik says, and then we're
No, he's still being sarcastic. Okay, it's still the Kachik. Okay. If you agree, he's setting us up. Oh, you agree that these ancient 4 books of Vinaya are in the mind of Buddha in paradise. Oh, you agree? Okay. Well, if you do agree, then let's consider those 4 great books of Vinaya in the mind of that Buddha in paradise. Okay, let's consider those books. Are there take Menki Chen, the students, disciples?
other disciples of the lower way?
Yeah, whose personality type is lower way.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there disciples who have a lower way personality type who are the duljas for those specific 4 books? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, why else would he teach it? There must be someone for whom it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what the Buddha does. Okay, so do you agree that there exists lower students for those books? Yeah, it has to be. Okay, because are they not sutras or teachings by Lord Buddha that belong to the Hinayana? And we say, yeah, they are. Vinaya is Hinayana. They are. Okay, got it? Okay. So you have just agreed that in the mind of a Buddha in paradise, there are teachings that are made or designed for lower students. There are Hinayana teachings in their heart, which they are, storing for students whom they fit. Okay, got it? He's setting you up. Okay, somehow that's not a good thing to say. Somehow you're going to get in trouble. Okay, it's like when your mother talks to you. Okay, my mom opened, the last thing she said to me, I think, she opened her eyes and she said, she looked at me and my brother and she said, you boys are up to something. Okay, who's going to read? Almost. I had a better one.
All right. Here.
Yeah.
Duna Lonku de Chune Pa Tekpa Chempoi Chua.
Mba.
How do you say that?
It's just like Alvin Lee in Going Home. Mba.
Sheik Sunpa de me take part. Oh, I don't know which direction that is. De Dula Dulja Tekman Rikchen La Dula
Good. Ndulwa.
Ndulwa
Ndulwa.
Ndulwa
Good.
Lungde Shi Sunpa Yimbayeche.
Nice.
Yimbayeche.
So if you agree that that Buddha in paradise has Hinayana teachings in their heart, ready to teach the Hinayana students, because there's going to be Hinayana students who need it, right? Then that Longku,
That paradise body.
which is short for Longchuteku Sambhogakaya, the body,
Enjoyment.
the holy body of enjoyment. Right? Chön Ngepa is one of the 5 Ngepas, okay? So when you define the Sambhogakaya, the definition of the body of the Buddha that hangs out in paradise among the 4 bodies, the definition is the body that has the 5 definite characteristics. There are 5 fixed characteristics of the Sambhogakaya, and that's pretty much the definition of Sambhogakaya. There are 5 things that cannot change. There are 5 qualities they must have. Okay? And he says, oh, the one of the 5 is called what they teach is definite. Okay, they only teach one thing. Take the children should.
Mahayana.
Yeah, they never teach anything else.
Well, it's
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a characteristic of the Sambhogakaya, the body in the Buddha world, that they never teach Hinayana. They only teach Mahayana. Okay, Bashik means one and only. Okay, Bashik. What's Bashikpa in Sanskrit that relates to the Yoga Sutra?
Kavalyadam.
Kaivalya. Yeah, Kaivalya. The name of the 4th chapter. One and only. Okay. Here you see it in Tibetan. Bashik. Okay. They teach Mahayana Dharma and only Mahayana Dharma in their paradise. Okay. Bashik. That's one of their 5 definitive qualities.
Yeah, but the lower way is part of it is shared with the higher way.
I'm not going there. So the statement that the teaching, that the Dharma teaching is fixed, okay, Ngepa, must be wrong. Who said that?
Pachik.
Yeah, the other guy said, oh, I guess they don't have all 5 fixed characteristics. They only have 4, I guess. Why? Because they don't have the characteristic of teaching Mahayana all the time. Only Mahayana. Well, why do you say that? Because that Buddha, Sungs,
Teaches or says.
teaches the Dua Lungdeshi misspelled here.
Yeah.
They teach those great 4 classics of Vinaya, mainly to
the students
to
of the lower.
Hinayanists. Okay, got it? What's our answer going to be? Can you guess?
They hear
How are we going to defend ourselves? Oh, you're saying the Buddha in the Buddha paradise has in their heart a teaching that they can only not deliver.
people deliver it outside of the
Nice. I think that's one thing. They will deliver it when they send their emanation body. They'll pack it up in the emanation body suitcase and send it to Earth.
So it's not in their mind until it becomes.
Okay, let's go. Who's gonna read next?
How about he's invisible right now. How about duo? Yes, I know. I know. A 2-2, right? 2 dodo.
So from
I'm right here.
Their tell te gyurgi dua lungde shi chedu shi chedu chawe du cha tekmangi rikjen yupe chesel nama kyab.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we say he does teach it to Hinayana people because in his heart, okay, it connected with him basically. There are Tegmengerikchen disciples. In his mind or in his experience, in his immediate experience, there are disciples who are Tegmen, who are Hinayana. Okay, he does have Hinayana disciples. Therefore, he must be teaching them something. Okay.
And this is us coming back now.
No, it's still him. Yeah, because see, Serna.
No, Serna, right? And then
Serna ends the other guy. The other guy's been going on for a long time.
And then we say, okay.
He says he must Hinayana teaching in his heart because he does have students to whom he will have to deliver those Hinayana teachings.
And that body does not, though.
He must have, yeah, exactly. He must have Hinayana teachings in the heart of that particular body because he does Hinayana students. And we say, Makya, which means we don't deny your reason, we deny your conclusion. Does he have disciples who are Hinayana? Yes. Does that mean his paradise body, he's thinking about how to teach Hinayana scriptures? No, not necessarily. Okay, got it? And if you say he is teaching Hinayana in paradise, give me new. Who's gonna read?
Peiling.
Let me move this up. Okay. Go, Peiling.
Dok min nuste dege palka dan I su nga dan yi zu ku ta to yin pei.
Cheer.
Che.
Okay, cheer. You cannot agree that he's teaching Hinayana there, okay? Because he possesses a sukhu, a physical body. By the way, when you split the bodies into four, there's two physical, two mental, or two non-physical. How's that? Okay, and he says, no, the definition of his physical body in paradise is that physical, ultimate physical body, which possesses the five qualities, the five definite qualities, invariable, must always be the same. Okay, I think it's a good time to have a footnote. One of those five qualities, and if you were brought up on these books by an alama somewhere, it gets very frustrating. Here he's using a definition that he won't reach for years, and you're supposed to know, before you know. It's very frustrating. This is like a 10-year trip, 12-year trip through these books, and it's very frustrating when they refer to stuff that comes later as if you're supposed to know it already. Okay, that's why you have a teacher. Okay. So I went to Sarah Jetson's book just to be democratic, because he's the great writer of textbooks from Sarah J. Monastery, and he was the teacher of the textbook writer from Sarah May Monastery. Although the Sarah May monks say that this is one of those unique cases where the student outdid the teacher. Okay. Every student hopes because of this guy. Okay. So we can here are the five fixed qualities that define the Buddhist body in paradise. And you should be interested. You're a Buddhist. That's supposed to be your lifetime goal, is to get these five qualities. So you should know them. You should know what you're trying to do. It's not just some philosophical thing. Okay. All right.
Kyoku Nepa Senpe Sel Zok Ki Trepa
Yeah, stop. Let's do 5. Stay for 5. Okay. These are the 5 fixed columns. They never waver. They never change. They're always the same 5. They always have these 5. If they don't have one of these 5, they're not a Buddha in paradise. So first of all, their gu is in their body. Yeah, their body is fixed. They only have a certain kind of body. Kepa here means embellished by or jeweled by? Bejeweled by. It's used, for example, for the jewels on a Buddhist throne. The throne is kepa jewel. Inset, or bejeweled. Okay. It's a very specific, rare verb. They are bejeweled, bespeckled with senbei and sen and bei.
The marks and signs.
Yeah, the marks and signs. 32
signs and
marks.
Yeah.
Yes, 32 signs. 82.
80.
80. 32 and 80s. 32 classical signs and 80 minor marks, supposedly. They seem to be the same when you read them. Okay. And they are sawa and they are dzogpa.
They're complete and shining.
This sawa means distinct.
Distinct. Okay.
And the classical example is the Dharma wheel on the palm. So supposedly world emperors have one, but they are not clear. The imprint is not clear, and there's little pieces missing. Only a Buddha has the karma to have the Dharma wheel on their palm clearly and completely. Okay, so self-dzok is 2 words here: clear and complete. The marks and signs on the signs and marks on their body are clear and complete, and that's the first of the 5 definites. Okay, they definitely have that body. Okay. Back to Dinar.
Ne pa ok min konar
Nice.
shuk patang.
Yeah, their ne is me.
Their place.
Their location.
Yeah, it's fixed in milkman.
They only stay in the paradise below no other. It means the highest of paradise. Okay. Hona means only. Shupa means they stay. Okay. Meaning what? They're sambhogaka. Yeah, they're enjoying their paradise. Okay, number 3, back to Dinara.
Kor ngepa jang pak shatak di kor watang.
Nice. Okay. Their core is fixed.
They're teaching.
They're circle
The
of
cool
disciples.
kids hanging out with them.
Okay.
In this case, it means the circle of disciples. Core wa means what? Sansara, the circle of life. This one means circle of disciples. It's very similar, the two. Just kidding. Okay, there's like a circle of disciples. By the way, shatat is a rare word for only, exclusively. Shatat. Okay, almost colloquial. Okay, shatat.
They're only surrounded by Arya Bodhisattvas.
Yeah, Arya Bodhisattvas. Why did he say shatat here instead of kona?
He just used Kona.
He just used kona in the last sentence. He doesn't want to repeat it. That's considered inelegant. Okay, in Buddhist composition to repeat it. So he had to think for another word. By the way, if you're like really upset in the monastery and say, but then they shut out to you. He's always doing that. Okay, shout out can be very useful. It's a good complaining whining word. I like whining words. Okay. All right. Here's number 4.
Chone patek chengi cho washik chong pashik sung patang.
Here's the troublemaker. What's it say to that?
It says he only teaches the the Dharma of the Mahayana.
Yeah, his Dharma is fixed.
His Dharma is fixed.
Yeah, his Dharma, his or her Dharma is fixed. Okay, they only teach Mahayana.
Yeah,
That's Mahayana.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
But, okay, but.
Yeah, of course.
But the Hinayana is part of the Mahayana. Isn't it?
I'm not going there. You debate with him. All right, Denora, number 5. You're doing really well.
Dunge par korwa ma tongki pardu shukre suku yin peichil.
Yeah, the 2 of that body is fixed.
The time.
Yeah, the time. In here it means duration.
Okay.
Okay. That body will shoot. That body will stay in paradise until Pardu. Korwa is stop. Yeah, emptied out.
Emptied.
So here instead of emptiness, it means emptied out. It's a verb made from the word emptiness. Until they empty out. So then there's fun debates in the monastery, why he retires, he disappears, he loses the body. I mean, but I guess it's meant in a positive way. You don't have to worry that before you get out of samsara, he's going to leave. That's the main thing. He will stay around or she will stay around until the last person's off the Titanic. And then they will jump. Okay, so it's kind of comforting. All right. Then he says a physical body. Why does he say that? In the definition, a physical body, a physical Buddha body.
We're not talking about that.
He has many.
Plus, there's another physical Buddha body, which is the illumination body. Okay, so in the definition, he says a physical body, meaning one of the 2 physical bodies. Those are the 5 motions. Basically, the definition of Sambhogakaya is a Buddha body which has the 5 characteristics, the 5 definite characteristics. All right.
So like this won't have an emanation anymore. Like, because everybody will be in the enjoyment body.
Somebody asked my teacher this question, and he was offended. He said, "You think they're going to retire or what?" And he wouldn't say anything else. Okay, who's reading next, Timothy?
Tim, there's also a scavengeable footnote in Great Ideas from Sarah Jetson in a slightly different order, but that goes through these 5.
Cool. You can steal footnotes and save a lot of time translating. And I really encourage it. I do it every day.
How about Tracy?
Thank you. Shenyang Sangye Pakpe Gyup La Tenche Nyon Tok Kien Yup Partel Tenche Nyon Tok Kien Gyu La Denpe Chiang Sam Sa Chupa Sangye Pe Long Ku Dei Gyu La Tenche Nyon Tok Kien Yup Pe Chier.
Okay, good. Moreover, the other guy, we're not done wiping out the other guy. Okay. Moreover, in the mind of a Sangye-pakpa,
In the mind of an Arya,
who is enlightened, who is also enlightened, it is true that Tenjin Lentok Gen exists. The Shastra name,
the jewel of realization.
Yeah, the jewel of realization does exist in the mind of a person who is a Buddha. Okay. Yata, it does exist. Yata, it does exist because there is a Changsem Sachupa.
There's a bodhisattva, the 10th level bodhisattva.
Good. And in their local,
in their paradise body.
Yeah, in their paradise body, enlightened paradise body, they do have that famous Shastra. Okay. There's a 10th level bodhisattva who has it in their Buddha body. Okay. And he's talking about, it's a reference to Maitreya, who there's a famous debate about whether he's a Buddha or just a 10th level bodhisattva. And is there is a 10th level bodhisattva always enlightened, or is there in effect an 11th level bodhisattva? And that's an old debate. In fact, that was my Geshe debate. That was the topic I was given. Okay, it's a big debate. All right, he's 10th level bodhisattva. Okay. Is he a Buddha? Kind of, or in his or her paradise body, there does exist that book, which was passed on to Arya Sangha.
This seems to be that you have a paradise body, you have to be enlightened. So a 10th level bodhisattva would be enlightened.
It seems to say that, but he refers to him as a bodhisattva on the 10th level. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, but they also then
See,
there's a Sangha as well.
Yeah, then he has a monk.
Yeah.
Okay, he or she. Okay, who's gonna be the?
How about Ina?
Ina.
Can you turn that off, please? It's bright in my eyes.
Hello. Dartel? Or is it Dartel?
Go up, Dartel.
Dartel? Tendra we lonku den nun lopa lamki nekap su mi jepe sun topa teyin kompa rapki tarchin.
By the way, here it's very important to pronounce the G as low tone as home. It's not. Yeah, there's no word there's no sound like that in the English language. It's ka, home. If you say gom, you change the meaning. Yeah, home.
Kompa rapki tarchin ta yin pechir tan chirolpe tenchu gyula denpe nanpa sangyepa yan yo pechir.
Okay, that kind of 10th level bodhisattva does have a shastra in their heart. Okay, because that kind of lonku, paradise Lumba, during their Lopenam,
during the path of
when they were still unenlightened,
when they were
which means we say studying while they were still studying, which in Buddhism means while they were still not enlightened yet, while they were still students. Okay, during that period, Nekap, they had achieved, say, mi jebe sun. Mi jebe sun. I love this one. I've always loved this one. For 50 years, I've loved this one.
Isn't it when they don't forget? When they
yeah, me, James, they can't forget. They have the dharani. They have mastered the dharani of never forgetting. Okay. Which means when you reach a certain point in your meditational career, you will have a breakthrough when you can remember everything you ever learned in all your lifetime. And it's really sexy. Okay? And it's efficient also. All the stuff you forgot, you remember. It's all there. Okay? When you achieve this dharani, which doesn't mean necessarily a mantra. It doesn't mean something you recite. Here, dharani means like a blessing or deep spiritual achievement. Dharani in this case does not refer to a mantra or something. Like a city? It's a city, yeah. Where you and then just weird things happen. Like you're just sitting somewhere and then suddenly you remember some teaching you had 20 years ago. And it's exactly the right one you need. And that starts to happen if you meditate a lot. Okay. Mijebe Sung Topa.
He achieved that stage.
He achieved that. And then he komba, not gomba. He went to the end of the komba of that.
Habituation.
Yeah, he internalized it. Okay. This komba doesn't mean meditate. Without the S head letter, it means to accustom yourself to something or to internalize it. He internalized the dharani. Okay, he or she became a master of remembering past teaching. Okay. All right. Come back. Tarchin. He went to the final end of that process. Okay? Tarchin. First of all, And then secondly, by the way, okay, it's kind of a separate reasoning here. There are Sanghas.
There are Buddhas.
I'm sorry, Sangha Bas.
There are
Buddhists. Okay, when you add Pa to Buddha, it becomes Buddhist. There are Buddhists. Okay, Sangha means Buddhas. Sangha Pa means Buddhists. There are Buddhists who have in their mind stream, Chirupa attention.
Commentaries off of that.
Non-Buddhist
commentaries.
Non-Buddhist classics like the Yoga Sutra or the Bible, or Gaudi Jing, stuff like that. What's the other one? Gaudi Jing and yeah,
Confucius.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, there are Buddhists who have those non-Buddhist classics in their minds. Okay, all right. Who's going to read next, Timothy?
How about Venerable Geshe?
You want to come up? No. I'll give you a clue. You're going up with the first syllable.
Chimateta.
Good.
Nature ki yung.
Not true.
Not true.
No. No tongue. No. No.
Not true. Yonten jepe yapsu mangtu suten. Deni sut chewe yagyal du kyope mangtun tula chirope tenju mangdu tope la shepa angyupe cheer.
Nice. Chimadata means yes, it is the case that Buddhists might have non-Buddhist scriptures in their mind, memorized.
This means the latter of the two.
Yeah, the latter of my two reasonings. What was the former?
The one about.
Yeah, the paradise body of the Buddha must remember everything they ever heard. Therefore, they must have Vinaya in their mind. Something like that. Okay. But he's going to prove that a high Buddhist practitioner can have a non-Buddhist scripture in their mind. Okay. Chimadata. Natu means a set of five. Tuk generally means a child. Like Tugu or Pugu means child. Okay. Tugu is the written, Pugu is the Pugu. Okay. Pugu. And Natu means a set of five. And Xiaoping had a very obscure set of 5 sets of 5, I think, in your Vinaya text, which we only found in Modern Exile. And it's a set of 5 qualities of a Kembo.
A master.
No. The vow master. To give you vows, a person must have, I think it's 5 sets of 5 strange qualities, unusual qualities. The first set is pretty usual. The first set of 5. And in that first set of 5, Yunten means 5 good qualities. Chepeka means when they explain the first 5 qualities that a vow master should have, it includes Mangtu Suden, say Mangtu, Sunden. And these are 2 abbreviations. Mangtu means much learning. Shruti, they must have much learning. And then Sunden means they must have morality, or else they cannot grant you vows. They're not powerful enough to grant you vows. You can sit there, you can go through the whole ceremony, you won't get vows. Okay? So they must be learned in the scriptures, and they must be moral in their personal behavior, or else the vows won't stick on you. Okay, those are one of the many qualities of a vow master. Okay? When you split those 2 qualities into 2, Nisuchewa means when you split it into vast learning and moral behavior. Okay, which means you get two, right? Fast learning, moral behavior. Okay, Yagyel means one of a pair. Okay, it's a word you should learn. This gyal doesn't have anything to do with king or becoming a master or something like that. That's RGY. This is no R. If there's no R, Yagyel means one of a set. One of a set. Which of the two of the set are we're interested in here? Are we interested in morality or are we interested in many books in their head? Okay. He says, remember the important five for Master. Remember the two very important ones, and remember the first of the two, which is they should have a lot of books in their head. Okay. Yagyel to Gyurpe. Mangtela, that vast learning that's required of a Buddhist abbot, a Buddhist vow giver, includes Chirup and Denchu.
Includes classical non-Buddhist.
They should have mastered many other religions classics. They should be very familiar with other religions classics. The Bible, the Quran, the Quran. Okay.
How would you argue this against one of the bodhisattvas of not?
I'm not going there around time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great advice, but
Kenya Magda Tepala Shepa Yabecha. What it means, one of the explanations. It's also said that much learning includes a familiarity with the classics of other religions on your planet.
I guess we're talking about Vinaya here, so we can not have the bodhisattva vows in this argument.
I'm not going there. Okay, got it. Therefore, it doesn't make sense unless you want to say a Buddha in paradise can't give you vows. Because they don't have these books in their mind. You see what I mean? That's where this argument came from. Got it? Really? Yeah. They must have Vinaya in their mind. If they have Yoga Sutra, Bible, Quran. Oh. Yeah. All right. They have some familiarity with it. Okay. Okay, cool.
I think we're done.
Yeah, so you're gonna translate the rest of this kachi. It's all good. Gela Konare, Maduna, and Dumi. Okay. Yay! Thank you for this book. I'm glad you got up to speed in your Tibetan so well that I was forced to add another translator to my relaxed tempo.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but I'm happy we did. I love this book. Thank you. Doesn't mean I don't love the other books. What's the date today? 20. 20? 20. Okay. Okay, good. All right. We'll see you guys on Saturday morning. Who's up on Saturday morning?
Saturday is shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about there.
Oh. Is everybody invited?
Yes, and so in that I will send out email. Then once we send, please let us know because DSU would like to offer a branch for who are coming. So please confirm later when you send out.
I'm going to repeat that. Diamond Silk Entrepreneur University is having they are required by the accreditation Bureau of the United States to have some classes in the United States. So they will be renting the Poco Diablo, which means little devil shopping, hotel nearby the building here next Saturday morning.
Yeah.
This Saturday morning. And they're inviting, if people are in Sedona already, they're inviting everyone to come to listen to the class there. 2 classes, right?
Yeah.
Two classes.
meditation.
Yeah.
And Xuanzang
Oh, right.
Taoist.
Xuanzang Tao. And you're welcome to come, and they're offering brunch, but
Yay.
you have to let them know ahead of time because it's in a hotel and they have to tell the hotel. If you don't let them know ahead of time, we will kick you out. Okay? Agreed?
Agreed.
And thank you very much to the university. Okay. Uncle Nick, do you have anything else?
No, you guys gave all the big announcements, so. save me
Just
the-
a coincidence that you're going to be in town on that day.
I'm gonna be there just in time for brunch, so it's gonna be kind of. I'll be there for my class live Monday.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, super excited. All right, well, everybody log in and see Geshe Michael's Q&A session coming up in 24 minutes.
Yeah, okay, and Nicholas, see you in the, say hi to the ladies. Huh?
I will. They're in the bath.
Put the link in the chat
Come
for
on.
that class. All right, see you guys later.
See you. Ciao. Thank you, Geshe.
Ciao.
Xin mời. Những câu chuyện đều xong rồi, đi chuyển giảm.
¿Una pruebita de qué? Espera, perdí un poquito el audio. Espera, ¿eh? Ahí está. ¿Una pruebita de qué?